Good day, everyone. It's Max, and welcome back to the Dyson Sphere Program. Next, because we're here in the next system doing the next things. And in this case, it's episode 47, I believe. We're getting closer to 50, and but that at the same time, we've got 2 of the 3 rocket components ready for 200 rockets a minute. 1 to go. And the first thing on that list is we need the really cool ore. And it's not on planet 1. And it's not on planet 3. Well, I guess we better go somewhere else to get it. Let's get to it. Well, it looks pretty hot here, don't it? And no music. Well, I guess that's the way it's going to be. So we need this optical grading crystal vein. And we need that to make these Casimir crystals. Again, we could have used them also for the photon combiners. But, this is the only deposit in the system. And there's only one of it. So we've got to mine this really hard. And, get as much of it in there as possible. There's only 3 million here, right? I think we need, I forget what the number is, but it's not like, 50, all right? So, we're going to need a bit of it. And, of course, we want to use it for as much of this Casimir crystal as we can. That being said, we gotta mine it. So here we are. On planet 2. That's right. Between 1 and 3 comes 2. And while they're over there having a lot of fun doing the things that they're doing, we are here on planet 2 just for this. Now, it turns out, there's some silicon, stuff around here, which we will definitely like to have. But guess what I got to do first? Yeah, it looks great, right? It looks awesome. There's no power here. Nope. There's no power here. None at all. Is there anything quirky about this planet I have to know about? No, it's just a normal planet. 46 degree rotation. It's got quite the little tilt on it, don't it? Doesn't it? Yeah, it's kind of got a little bit of a wonky tilt going on here. I might be upside down, but yeah, a little bit of a wonky tilt. It's a thing. It's a thing I gotta deal with. Now, am I gonna make you stick around for all the crazy building I'm about to do? Probably not. But you'd be foolish if you think I wasn't keeping you around for something, because we're gonna be using the copy mod, right? Right? Yeah, this is gonna be a thing. I am hoping that 2 is going to be enough between these. I'm not running the whole world here. I am literally just going to try and see how this works out. Do a thing. Boom. OMG. That is so awesome. Now the question is do they make contact? Because if they don't, you know what? I may actually have to, I just realized I may actually have to run them all the way around no matter what I want to do here, right? Yeah, because if they're not close enough to make contact with each other, then I'd have to run a whole bunch of power poles. And I'd rather run more solar panels to have more power. That might be a thing. Minus. Okay. I don't know how many I have on me though. I guess I should have had a look at that. Do that. Well, it tells me right there I got 370 in my pockets. So I guess that's going to be a thing. We'll just run up this way a little bit. Really? You're going to just throw this lava in my face, are you? Sure. Okay. It's fine. Yep. And we'll just switch to this for a second. I seen the connection. Yeah, I seen it. Boom, boom. Make that connection for me. All right, make it over there for me. Make it somewhere for me. I'm just not really using any landfill just because we're not running a whole... Well, you know what? I'll use a little landfill here. I was going to say I didn't really want to get into using a lot of landfill, but... All right. Come on, come on. Okay, I'm not going to torture you on this. I'd rather bring you back for the actual miners. So let's do that, and I will see you guys shortly. Okay, now you get to see how my skill is with trying to get some miners in here, right? Because we wanna get a bunch of miners in here, a whole bunch. The more the merrier type deal. Yup. This is a more the merrier event. Yep. Come on, come on. Find that sweet spot for me. Find that spot for Mama. Okay, here we go. Come on now. Yeah, yes, you can grab it. You can grab it. Boop, boop. Let's get it all the way in here. Get it all the way in here. You can, come on, you can find it. All right, well, that's going to get as close as we're going to get, I guess. Let's see if we can't squeeze you up in here a little bit. Yep, sure. You know what? I actually will take that one out for a second. And I'll actually come in this way. Come on. Come on. Now I want to see if I can't squeeze this in between the two of them. Come on, get in there. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You want to give it to me? There we go. There we go. Now, yes, I could try to go for that, but I'm going to try and get at least 2 more in here, like so, like that. Yeah, that's it. Grab 2 there, grab 2 there. Grab them, grab it. Not going to let me have that one more. Oh, I know. Oh, I can see it flashing. I can see the flashing. All right, we'll go for that. Yeah, okay. It's not a bad 10. It's not a bad 10. The question is how much are we going to get out of this thing? Because this is important. I mean, this is important. We got to get, you know, you got to have so much of this stuff a minute. So if we're not getting enough, we're going to be in trouble. Now, I am going to assume that 5 of these is going to overload a line, because that's usually the way it works with all the other things I tend to put miners down for. Usually any more than 5 machines, especially if you're packing it in really good. And we can't afford to like not be getting anything in here, right? Like I will lay out a 3rd line before I lose any stuff to overloaded lines. That's for sure. Okay, no, you know what? Come this way for me, please. And then you can do this, and that, and this. Tower power. All these boulders can really be annoying, I just want to say. I don't know, somewhere's around here is fine. This is one of them planets where you don't really expect to come back a lot, so it doesn't really matter how it looks. But at the same time, you know, you don't want it to look too ugly. Alright, let's actually belt hook this up so as I can kind of try and do a capture on this. Sure. Alright, I know you want to do that one, so I'll let you do that one. Okay, and you're going to be Funky Crystal. We're going to just local store and local this until I can get a good snapshot. All right, let's fire these up and see what happens. Boom, 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 boom. So we're not seeing any jams, right, on these last 2. That's the big thing. They are all getting out. Okay, so let's do a thing. 59, go. All right, so let's see how much we get here in 1 minute, because that, of course, is going to be the big score. we got to have enough. We don't have enough. This is all pointless. And then I'm going to end up having to use the other formula, and that's really going to stink. So I am really kind of hoping on a good score here, right? So we're 27, 28, 29. At 30 seconds, we're just at 1070, we'll call it. So that would be 2100. We'll say 2100. If everything goes right at 00, 15 seconds, we're running at about 1500. So yeah, it looks like about 500 every 15 seconds, a little over 500. 55, 5 seconds to go. 58, 59, and there it is. Yeah, so it's a little under 2100. I will of course let that continue to build up. Well, I just shoved the rest of that in there. Let me go find out if it's a good score or not. Okay, the results are in, and it is not a good score. It's a total disaster. Actually, we need 4,800 of this a minute, and we're not even getting half of that. That's not good. That is definitely not good. We needed more than that, and we're not having it. So I'm going to have to sit here for a minute and think of another plan, because obviously, yes, I guess we might have to go to another system to get some. I could revert some of the machines to do the other method. Yeah. So I guess one of the things I'm going to have to remember in the future is that this recipe and these crystals for any amount is not going to be really viable. Like, yeah, okay, it's cutesy to have these crystals for, like, you know, if you're doing like 20 rockets a minute, or, you know, maybe even 50 rockets a minute, but you're not going to be able to use these crystals for doing any large scale project. It's, you know, they're cutesy, right? They're cute, but they're not really for long-term project, right? So maybe kind of help you out in a pinch, maybe, is where I would go with it. Let me think about it. I got to think about it for a bit. I'll bring you back. We're going to be back on the other planet anyway, because we got building to do. We got machines to make. So I'm sure we'll figure it out here. I'll bring you back here shortly. Well, okay. So we ended up a bit short on that last one by over 50%. Let's see how we do on this one. I'm going to need a tower, I know that. Now, we're falling back to plan, we'll call this plan B. Sure. Plan B is that now we're going to make the diamond, or the, what is it called? The titanium crystal. To do that, though, we got to have organic crystal. But the organic crystal doesn't matter where it comes from, right? And it turns out I got 5 million of that sitting on planet 3. Now, the other thing is the amount. So the amount we needed for Casimir crystal, when you're doing it through the purple crystal stuff, is 4,800. I mean, that's a huge number, right? But if you're willing to throw in the titanium for, if you're willing to throw in some titanium ingots, you can do titanium ingots and crystal from these machines at only 800. That's right, like 1/6 of the amount needed. So we're gonna do a thing. We're gonna do a test. That's what we do, right? We test the things and the stuff. Yep. We're gonna plug that into there. No, don't be like that. I don't know why it does that. I don't even consider that to be a bug. I just consider it to be an annoyance. Okay, and we'll do that. And we'll do this. You're going to hold all the crystal. Right now, you're just going to store it. How about that? And, well, I even give you the spaceships now, so as you have them. Here we go. You have them, and I don't forget them, because that would be bad. All right. So, we're going to power this up. We're going to see what we get. Yep, that's all very bluish. We'll take this at 25. 23, 24, 25. Yeah, somewhere around there, I guess. And we'll see what happens in a minute. Now, already, we're done. Okay, so we only need 800 a minute of this. Oh, I guess we're done, right? So in 20 seconds, so from 25 to 45, we got over 1,000. Like, that's very weird. It's very weird that, you know, like, I mean, we may actually get 4,000 of this by 25 seconds. No, it doesn't look like it. I would say but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we get 3. And I only need 800 a minute. I only need 800 a minute of this. It's a very, I would say they have a slight imbalance problem there. Yes, the purple crystal would save you a step, but, So there, it's a little over 3,000 a minute. Well, okay. Well, you know, that's no big deal. That's a lot easier for me to obtain. Now, you might be thinking, well, okay, how much titanium do you need? Well, okay, yeah, you need a little bit, but it's 80 smelters worth. Is that a big deal? Not for me, right? Like, you know, it's like, yeah, it's, you know, it's 80 smelters, but it's 80 smelters. I'm not going to panic over it. Now, then you've got to turn that into titanium crystal, but I think it's only like 40 machines or something like that. In any case, it's a much more doable number to get the same result. And I guess this is the way we're going to go. So, will we ever get around to using that purple crystal stuff? Probably not. In fact, now I'm almost like, if I'd known that, I would have diverted that to the other part instead of the stone. But even that wasn't a big build. That too was, you know, the stone was 80 for 80. Well, it was like 77 or something for 80 glass. Yeah, like it's all very quirky. It's almost like that purple crystal is really out of whack in terms of scale because you really aren't. I mean, you'd have to mine, you know, at least 2 more planets worth. That doesn't sound like any savings to me. And even then, those crystal patches are smaller, so they're going to run out faster. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to have to fly back to Planet 1 now. I got to build some machines. I got to build a few extra machines for our wonderful toys here. So with that, I will bring you back once... hey, what are you guys doing? I'm going to bring you back once I get some extra machines built. Got to build a little extra titanium. And then, of course, I got to put some pieces together. And, yeah, we're gonna get some cashmere crystals out of this somehow. For sure. See you in a second. And we're back to where we started the episode. Just slightly different. So, we are back here on Planet 2. Because I need things. And I'm stuck on a rock. Yeah, that's a thing. Yep, we need... Oh, look, there's Planet 3 right there. You got to admit... Look, there's Planet 1. There's Planet 3. I mean, these planets are really close together. I mean, it is a really nice system for that. So, of course, our purple crystal isn't going to work, so we're going to go with the organic crystal route, but I needed titanium, you know, for that. Turns out, Planet 1, I'm using all the titanium except for one little patch, and it doesn't produce enough. So I've had to come back to Planet 2 because Planet 2 has titanium. Now, don't get me wrong, Planet 1, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Planet 1 has 30 million titanium on it. I mean, that's a lot of titanium, right? And I'm using all of it. Every bit of it. So we had to come here to Planet 2 because it has over 50 million titanium on it. And we're going to borrow some of that. I've got these fired up. I've got them all loaded up. I'm going to switch these to remote supply. And off they go. Doo-doo-doo. And we're going to miss that over there because... Yep, they're off to Planet 2. Where are you guys going? See, now they've gone over the horizon. I can't look up and see. Titanium veins. Okay, that's the one I just did. Fly around the circle, Max. That'll be the easiest way to find it. Yep, we got one tower there. I got another tower back here. Where is it? Come on, I know. All right, I didn't tap that one. That's fine. Is this up over here? Here we go. Yep. Okay. You can now remote supply. You probably don't have to now because I think your friend down there just kind of did all the job for you. But let's head now back over to Planet 1 since it's right there. Dude, it's like literally right there. Look, it's like 0.39. It doesn't get much better than that. I mean, we don't even have to waste a warper on this. We can literally just drive over, and I mean that is pretty cool. I mean, one planet behind you, one planet in front of you. Yep. Right. So how about we get down here and flip around because that's making me dizzy. All right. Now, over here, we are in the north. That's no good, because I think the build is in the south. I think. It's been a few hours since I've been here. So this, of course, is our little tiny build for triangles. Yeah, it's right here. Right on. So, I'm assuming, yeah. So, of course, this just got 10,000 of the things. And here, of course, is our 80 machines that we're going to now need for the titanium. I do not have the titanium diamond things built, though. But you know what? We'll hook this one up anyway and do the test on it, just so as we can see the test, and then I'll run off and I'll build the other thing, and we'll do the test on that. Titanium crystal. Looks good. We will need... I don't even think this has power yet, but that's all right. Can't quite remember what the numbers are. So, we're going to do it like this. We're going to bring the outside lanes to the inside. Inside lanes by 1. So that will be 1, 2, 3. And just to make sure we've got enough of the things... Come on, give me the belt, man. Holy smokes. Yes, give me a box. Because you know how this works by now, dude. You give me the box, and I do the thing with the box. All right. We will now bring that over. And now we'll bring this one over and do something like that. This should be straightforward. Again, this is a raw resource line, so even if it doesn't pass, hey, I'll just add more lines and go set up more towers and say, hey, give me more things. All right. Let's do this. Well, I will say, if nothing else, I do have more than enough power poles on me this time. That's good. Come on, dude. You gotta walk. You got to do the walking. We don't want that. Can we do every 2? I would appreciate if we did every 2. That would be kind of nice. Really? We're gonna... Oh, I remember this now. Yeah, this is not going to work out so pretty. So this particular line was a little bit troublesome. I had to do a 4-2-4 setup on it. Not the end of the world or anything. It's just it meant that running, like, you couldn't run, like I couldn't run a row of 10. I'd had to run a row of 4, then a row of 2, and then a row of 4, which was a little quirky. But I mean, these are power poles, so I mean, this isn't going to really be a thing. Yep, do that. Do this. There we go. There we go. Yep. Put some stuff down, dudes. Do the thing. There we go. And we better put one out here at the box just in case, because that's making me a little nervous looking. All right, there, that will do. Excellent. Let's turn something on. Again, this should be an easy test. You know, nothing stressful, that's for sure. Okay, we need some lines coming out of this. Yep. We'll put you right there for a second. Yeah, thanks for that, but I don't really. Just do that. Thank you. And these are, those are inbound lines. It's a little hard to see up here. Looks to be so. Okay. We'll take line 3. Put him there. We'll take line 4 and put him there. All right. Let's hook these up. We'll give it 15 seconds to kind of make its way down to the end of the line. Okay, why are you being so fussy all of a sudden? There you go. Say, we ain't got time for the fussiness. Fussiness is not allowed. Now, this is the last line, of course, that made it down here, so... There it comes. There it comes. Yep, come on. I know you can make it. There it is. All right, you ready? 10. 10 will do. I am sure this is going to be more than enough. This should be a pretty straight, simple forward test. And then I'm going to make my way down to the other side, where we're going to combine these into some sort of thing. Now, I actually have space for it, like literally right here. Right? Boom. I'm going to build it right here. Where we're going to combine that and make these titanium cool dimey things, and then we'll take them across to the big build and make that happen. 50 it is. 15 seconds. Should be a walk in the park, I think. I mean, it looks like we're gonna get all kinds here, so I would think that we're gonna. I mean, you know, we're at 2,500. I am hoping it's enough. All right, so I you know, okay. Let me go check a number out and let's see what it says. Yeah, we easily pass that. Actually, we need 2,400 of it, so I'm glad we actually got 2,500 on that test, because that would have been scary. But I was pretty sure we were okay. I actually added one or two more machines. Again, it was a raw resource. Just means you gotta fly more in. It's not a big deal. So now we're going to have to build up. We actually got to turn these into them crazy crystals, and so I gotta make 70 machines here to do that. Then we gotta take those crystals up to where we're going to make the Casimir crystals, and that'll be up towards that way. So I will bring you back once I have those builds completed, and that way we can do the test, get that done, because these are the big ones, right? We want to wrap these ones up so as we can get that third piece built, and I will see you in a second. Okay. Well, now that we've had a little adventurous episode going from planet to planet, doing all the planety things, I think we got some actual delivery going on. Let's go have a look. So, now that we're going to make these wonderful titanium shiny starry things, as soon as I find out where I am, because holy smokes. Must admit, was a little lost here for a short time, but we're going to figure it out. Get rid of the inventory, because it seems to be messing me up. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, here we go. Back this way. Zoom. Yeah, we got a little pew-pew going on and a few rockets being launched. We'll have a look at that in a minute. No, I wish it was my 200 rockets, but it's just a bunch of leftovers. Okay, let's see. We got some glass, we got the gears. No. That's more iron. That's a lot of iron. No, that's not what we want. That's titanium ingots. This is for the next episode. Okay, here we go. Excellent. And you are filling up. Excellent. That's exactly what we want. So, all of our trouble, right? Oh, thanks, autosave, because, of course, one more thing had to get in the way. All of our trouble to make this work. All right? I have no idea what I need. You know what? Let's see if I can't find that out. How much of this do I need? I don't know. What does the chart say? The chart says, don't know that either, because it's the wrong chart. It says I need 800 of them. Okay, well, let's see if we can't get 800 out of this. We got everything else geared up for this, right? Yep, we got the titanium plate here. It's just waiting for me to hook in the magical crystal. Oh, no, we don't have it hooked in. Look at that. Well, let's you know what? Let's do the crystal, because those are like actual lines, because you needed a lot down here. So let's actually let this hook in first and start feeding in. Yeah, let's do that. I've got no tower set up for this, so even once I have it done, we're not supporting delivery anywhere. That's probably not good. We should try and get something set up here. It'd take a few seconds for that to load up anyway, so we're not in any big rush. Put that in there. Yipper. Because we need all the green horseshoes and purple diamonds to all get loaded somewhere. Okay, let's see. No. Yes, I will have you. You're going to supply the things. You betcha. Actually, you're going to store the things first, because we want to count you. Yeah, that's a thing we do here. All right, let's throw some power on that. This is powered up, is it not? No, it's not. Wow, Max, like, what are you doing here, man? Like, the people are not going to be very amused with your non-entertainment faction piece going on here. Okay, good thing we got the copy mod going on. Okay, obviously we got to fix that. Dude, one too many, one too few? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, copy that down, like, really quick, so as we can get on with it. There we go. And, oh, we didn't want to place that. We want to copy that. Do that. That's alright. Like I said, it's going to have to load up on a few of these things anyway. It wasn't going anywhere. Excellent. There we go. Hopefully we got half of that right. Well, they say they're holding 5, so let's do the other half. Now, of course, this should not take very long to warm up. These lanes aren't very long, and these lanes are full. These are stuffed, right? So we slam these together. This should warm up really fast. Very little warm-up time requirements. So let's get down here now. Yeah, see, and already it's worked its way down to that lane there. This second lane is done. The third lane is done. The fourth lane is done. So we're going to take it at the 30 mark. We'll just make sure we keep this nice and empty. 28, 29, 30. All right, that's close enough. 800 is the goal, so they tell me. And it's looking pretty good so far. Right, 10 seconds in, we're already at 200. I would say, well, okay, there was probably about 50 in there, so I won't judge on that right away. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I mean, those lines are stuffed. That's what we like to see. Yeah, I really can't believe the detour I had to take because of that purple crystal. Just couldn't deliver. It's unfortunate, But the organic crystal, yes, okay, you do need the extra build for titanium. Titanium alloys, or the titanium ingots. But really? Is it that bad? I don't think so. And had I known that, I just would have done the build and been done with it, right? Oh, yeah, we're done. Yeah, so over 900, nice and easy, super breezy. Here, do you wanna supply that to people? Sure, I know you do. How about we do that at 50% though? I don't want you flying off with like little tiny loads. Where are you guys flying to? You're flying up here. I know you are. Oh yeah, this is the big one, isn't it? The one for all the marbles and the cookies. So let's have a look at this build before I start it up. This build, this is the crazy build. This is the one that requires 10,000 hydrogen a minute. All right, there's only 80 machines here. 10,000 hydrogen. So much hydrogen on 8 lines that you can't actually do that. So I've had to do here is I've had to start pumping the hydrogen down the lines, but then have these filler lines come in about 2/3 of the way down to refill the lines because there's just so much needed in the lines, right? So it's pretty crazy. This is a bit of a now I'll admit doing 200 rockets, and this actually worked out really good with numbers. This particular build setup, like if I'd done 500 rockets or something like that, this build would be so wonky to make, right? It would be really wonky to make. So let's now get ready to put these into a box. The goal here is 800. Who knew? Right. Well, we should be able to combine these all into one line, really. I mean, it's only 800. It's not a, we're not talking like numbers a la crazy. So, if I do this, and then we put the box down like so. And again, I'm just literally letting a few things warm up before we go slamming this in. There we go. We'll take that and that. All right. We give ourselves the power pole. There we go. Now, let's hook in our other 2 lines. So 10,000 hydrogen. Boy, we're going to see some spaceships. I'm really worried about power. I've got these suckers hooked up into so many suns, and I still don't think it's enough. I really don't. I am going to have to go get a bunch of ray receivers from the home world and start plugging in the equator and the whole 9 yards because we're just going to need a lot of power. We're just going to need a lot of power. It's a thing. Okay, let's do this. Boom. Off you go. Now, these require 1,600 of the graphene and 800 of the cool titanium diamond things. So the titanium diamond things are going to be the hard part to get down here because, of course, with an 1,800 line full, and I haven't been letting them fully stack up yet. I don't think this was totally full when I did it. So it's going to have to work a little bit. It's going to have to work a little bit at it, but we're going to see. We definitely got stuff coming down here. That's for sure. This line looks like it's full. This is not. This is not. None of these are because these are being splittered off, right? And of course, until the first line gets full, then the second line has to get full, and then the third line has to get full. It's losing 50%. That's why I usually like to come in the back way and then fan splitter. But in this case, it was just more convenient for the numbers. I knew they would catch up eventually. So we have 2 full lines there. We don't have the 2 full lines on this side yet. How are you guys doing? Oh, wow. You guys are really going to be a pain into the inventory. Yes, you are. I can see it already. In fact, I'm going to throw a second box on here. And the reason is that... come on. How close are you getting? You got to be getting close now. Well, you're kind of working your way down. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Now, okay, so here's my theory, right? When I'm ready to run the test, I don't have to clear the box. I'll just close the box, forcing the next box to start the count. That's my theory, right? That way I can keep all of these ones in the boxes because these are freaking expensive and we do not want to be wasting this stuff anymore. I mean, you know, when it's made of iron and copper, throw that away like candy. But when we start, you know, this stuff is getting pretty rare. You know, we don't want to be throwing this stuff away. I mean, now the other impressive thing here is the amount of hydrogen going through. Okay, I just want to point that out. I mean, there is hydrogen being being moved here, and notice these secondary lines are doing the job. They're pushing in hydrogen when they're needed. So that's really cool. Look at that. We've got the third touch point here. Oh, and this is like literally 1 away, right? It's 1 away. So where are we? You know what? We're going to start this test at the 1 minute mark. Anyway, why not? We're going to see what happens. And it will actually give us a chance to see if this little theory of mine works. 58, 59, 0. Okay, so these should still be building up in the second box. All right, excellent. So let's see what we got here for the warm-up. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. There's 1,000. There's 2,000. 2,000. 2,100. Okay, well, that's cool, right? But that's not cool for us in terms of what it is we need. We need this to be 800. And we are at the 30-second mark. So that is 450. That's a promise. That looks promising. We like that. Okay. Yeah, so far so good, right? 44, 45. Oh, it's 49, 50, 53. Oh, I think we're gonna make it. 58, 59, 60. All right, there we go. So we know there's 500, 6, 7, 850, 8. So say 880. All right, so that looks good. Wow. Bit of a hassle on that one. Got to admit. So, let me switch the chart here for a second. And what are we going to do for the next one? The next one, I don't even have built yet. I do have a piece of it built, but not all the pieces are built. And why would I? It's not like I'm, building these things super weeks in advance. Yeah, we are going to need a lot of that. Plain filler. Wow, because quantum chips is the third and final component. And for the plain filler, of course, you've got to have 800 of these purple diamonds. But you also got to have 1,600 of that. Right. So we got to get this all geared up and turned on. Had to ship in water, by the way, from Planet 3. That was a thing. But then the actual plane filler, or the plane filter stuff itself, is almost 300 machines. Guess what's going here? Boom. That's right. And then you've got to build the third rocket piece. Boom. And then we have to build the actual assembly of rockets. Boom. So, we'll have our little rocket pieces here. We have our rocket gas that's right back there. And then probably right over here is going to be the final piece of the quantum processors. And then they're going to just come over here. and they're going to make the rocket stuff. And we're going to put towers here. And these towers are going to store up the rockets, and it's going to be great. I have no idea how much time we are. I am sure we are so far out of time on this episode because I've had to stop and start it so many times. So, we got what we needed. It was a hard trip for the pink diamonds. You know, that whole diamonds is a girl's best friend. I guess they're really hard to come by. I'm Max. This is Dyson Sphere Next. We're going to have 200 rockets really, really soon. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.